Hi, how's it going? I am doing zodiacs today, and I just finished Aries and Pisces, and now I'm moving on. And I'm not even doing people jar this time. I'm kind of just letting Yehovah tell me whose energy we need to tap into right now and try to give them this comfort and be here for you. So welcome. Hi. I hope you're having a wonderful day and you've had a great day. I hope you're able to have faith and love yourself. I'm getting this like love yourself energy. Who's this for, Yehovah? Love themselves. But it's not like you're having a really hard time loving yourself. I feel like you're getting to this point where you're really, really enjoying it and you're really loving this part about yourself and what's new to come, what you're really bringing in, manifesting powerfully within yourself. Yehovah, who are we tapping into right now? Which zodiac sign are we doing? It's really weird. Usually he gives me a sign before. 111 right there. Libra. All right, Libra. Libra, you are here, my dear. Hello. So you're having a hard time loving yourself. I like to do duplicity as much as I can. Or you already have loved yourself in this whole new adventure. And now it's just continuing on how to do it, and you're loving doing it because you have all this abundance now with our Lord, right? So Yehovah is here. Come on down, please, and just give us this warmth and this comfort and this guiding light and allow us to step into this power of being able to love ourselves and our self-worth right now. I feel like you might be going through a lot of shit right now and you're just trying to maintain the balance to keep you going in the right direction. Like, you know that you need to keep yourself positive at this point, and right now you're just, nope, I'm not gonna let anything else bother me. I just need to stay focused at 211 here. Good job on you. It takes a lot of inner and outer strength here. What's this? 10 of Wands here. Yeah, I mean, you're spiritually done with something pretty much. 222 right there on the clock. You balanced it out, so good for you. Look at that. Yeah, third party situation here. 3 of Swords. You've just had so much heartbreak, so much sorrow from every different close, enemy, really. The people who will betray us most is the ones that we love the most. Even Yehovah tells us that in the Bible. Or our family within our household, our friends, our loved ones will betray us before a stranger does. And either way. All right. Yep. Look at that. 10 of Cups. You're going to get a 10 of Cups, so you're struggling to get it. So let's see here, Libra. Yep, that 10 of Cups really wants to come out. Happy endings for you all. So Yehovah, thank you for being here for us. He's just going to come and watch us over here. And I'm just going to get this 311 set up a little bit more. Okay, so Yehovah, come on down and let's just prophesy. So, because you love to tell your children what goes on before it happens, and that way he can warn us. Secret card's going to be right in here. And it is right there. So, secret card time. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through, and Yehovah's going to pop out some cards. And then we're going to go through your trial and tribulation here. Ugh, screw it. I'm cold. And I'm just going to... my hands are cold, really. Go through the cards here, and then we will see the bottom of the deck, and then we will do the secret message at the end and see what Yehovah wants to do. I try to keep them around 30 minutes because I respect you and your time, but I can't put time on time. All right, so Yehovah, what's going on with our Libras here? Libra energy and loving themselves here. Thank you. Libra here. Whoa. I can't tell what he wants to do there, so let's just focus on these two to begin with, and then we'll move on. So this first card that came out was your Emperor here. So, we talked about this ending, this 10 of Wands, this oppression, and then here's your Emperor here, your divine counterpart, your soulmate. And whether they're able to work things out with you or not, whether the scales are balanced or not, you're still feeling this tie to it, and that's why you're like, nope, I don't want anything to do with you, which makes sense because it's right here. Here's the 4 of Swords, and you're just at this you know, I need to balance myself on the inside, which is what I did with this Two of Swords. But now that the Four of Swords is here, I need to balance myself on the outside. And we talked about grounding, and you have this incoming pressure that's really trying to rock you. And you're like, nope, I got to stay focused. I got to stay focused. And it's because of this Emperor and what he's done to your heart here, the heartbreak here in 511. You know, Emperor too is a person who brings out the worst in us. And so a lot of the time there's this boss, this leader. It could be this boss at work. It could be this boss in your household, your father. It could be grandfather. And it could just be your soulmate, your person here. But I'm really picking up this divine counterpart. So let's see what else Jehovah wants to play with here, because we just have, you want this truth energy. You're wanting to balance out between this Emperor, this boss, this leader, someone who has had control over you and you've allowed it. And now you're ready to not allow them to let them take this control. Okay. Jehovah, what else is here? Thank you. Right here. Soul, Libra, 555 here. Things are changing for you, sweetheart. The Fool is coming in with this fresh fire, which is exactly what the Emperor is here. This is Aries, and this is Aries. And now, Libra, we have you here. And you're just stuck at this, okay, I'm ready to have this passion new start at life here, leaving my Emperor behind because I want to build a boundary. I want to build some swords. I want to build some walls. I want to build some gates. I want to build some space in between me and my Emperor here. You know, I'm really feeling like this is love here, you guys. So let's see. Jehovah. What? Oh, there it goes. Well, so 9 of Cups in the negative. And this is really, really important, because if you're not going to get this from your Emperor right now, if you both stay in the same position, nothing will ever change. Things will completely cycle over and over and over. Things are going to go upside down because the moon is forever ruling these emotional states of mind, because the flesh mind is there. You know, emotions are held in our sacral chakra, and it's really hard to balance them out emotionally because water surrounds it all. It's held within our flesh here, which is water, and water has memory. So when you're constantly in this 7-11 flesh state of mind, with sadness, it's going to remember how sadness feels, and it's going to get heavier and heavier and heavier. When you have this grief, it's going to remember how grief feels, and it's going to get heavier and heavier and heavier. However, I want to tell you something about grief really quick. Grief is just love that has nowhere to go. It has nowhere to go. So where does it go when it has nowhere to go? It just stays where it's at, and that's what's blocking you. Is you have this love for your Emperor here, and usually you would reject it out, you know, like you've been rejecting this love out because it's not good. They've been your enemy at times. There's all this battling because of this control. You guys are a power couple, but you can't get the control aspects balanced on your scales here to move forward, right? So then you're stuck at this position where, oh my gosh, I've got another download coming in, and I'm trying to stay focused on what I'm talking about here. Right. Thank you, Jehovah. So grief. Grief is just love with nowhere to go. So then when you are no longer rejecting it, and you're ready to receive it, and it's gone. It's been gone. The separation is there. It's empty. Your tank is empty, and the only thing that your mind has tricked you to think is going to fill it is his love here, right? Now say he's rejecting it right now within the separation here, and you're ready to make this communication or have this new start, you know, whichever. So yada, yada, yada. You are not able to go move forward in the positive with your Emperor. So now you are grieving. You have this love. So now you are writing a check out to the universe. You are sending love to this Emperor. And usually he would accept your check, put it into his bank account in his heart space at 9/11, where Jesus says, thank you, Yeshua. He would put your love into his bank account, and he would clear it. And this check would be cleared from you, and it would be received. That can't happen right now. And it's been really devastating, and your heart's been broken. It's been turned upside down because you feel like you couldn't go on without this person, because you are so controlled with them. You're so bound to them. You are so tied. You know, there might be past life connection here, a soul tie. I really feel like it could be twin flame, and Jehovah has me bring out a lot of twin flame stuff because I understand twin flame aspect very, very well. So you're sitting here and you're struggling, and you're just trying to figure out where to put the avenue of this love now, because you're writing this check and it's bouncing back and you have nowhere to put it. Therefore, water is getting heavier and heavier and heavier. The reminder that at 10 o'clock that something has ended is getting heavier and heavier and heavier. Now, all these checks are jamming your account and you're not able to clear them until the original bank teller clears them out for you at 10:11 with this ascension here, right? So that's what's going on, is that you have all of this grief when really all you have to do is like, okay, I'm going to take this love and I'm going to put it into myself. Therefore, I can start to manifest positive love towards me. I can manifest positive love towards my emperor here, especially if you're a twin flame. You want this to happen because he will eventually hear the soul call and he will come home to you. He will be forced to heal himself. You know, you guys mirror each other exactly, if this is not just your soulmate here. So I'm getting twin flame for sure here, Libra. All right, Yehovah, can you clarify this Four of Swords, please? Oh. Yes. Okay, well, there's Jehovah himself. This is the sun. Okay, this is the boss, the chief, the head. In the Hebrew, it goes back to the Resh, Psalm 119, which is also reflected in tarot. So now here's the sun. The head, the boss, the chief, the Resh. This is Jehovah's son. This is how he responds to us, 11:11. This is how we react to him with our solar plexus chakra when our gut goes off and we follow our intuition to the light. This is the most positive, happiest card of the deck. And when it is a negative, it is a fat no. So when I put it right down here, let me move these down a bit, y'all. When I put it right down here, this emperor is in control of your self-happiness and there's no victory for you here. And even when you go like this, let's call a truce, there's still no victory right here because he does not see that he needs healing as well. He's not going to take personal accountability at this time. He is not being forced to heal until divine timing. And he says, not right now. Divine timing for you right now, because look at this, you're so focused on this Nine of Cups here, this broken heart, that you just want a truce and you're not able to get this victory without working together to have your emperor here. But you have a brand new start right here, or you've just been a complete idiot right here in your twin flame situation right here, Libra. So 12:11, or just this person who has control over you. I'm really feeling it's a romantic, because the Nine of Cups is here. It wouldn't be related to bosses with Nine of Cups. It would be Pentacles. So there's some kind of romantic aspect here. There's just no victory yet. And it could just be not at this time. We're looking at time here. Is it time for this? Is it time for that? Our ego is getting in the way, and our ego is the one that needs to rush. That's why it's called the human race. Us in our spiritual angelic forms, we are not worried at all, because we know that he will have us and he will have us in his favor. And right now he's saying, with these behaviors both being reflected, it is a no from me, dog. Okay, Yehovah, can you, I'm kind of curious as to the outcome here and how he's placed this up, because in order for this to turn upright in his favor, to have this Fool go on, you know, looking the other direction, really, wow, because look at this, you guys. When we're looking at the spread here, this is you as the Fool who, yes, there's a new start here, but I feel like no matter, every single time the Emperor throws something at you mentally, you're still like a dog eating its own vomit. You go back to it because he's breadcrumbing your butt. And you're not able to have this internal happiness until the Emperor comes outside to feed you and water you a little bit. And then he goes inside and you're happy until the next time he comes right back out. And then he goes right back in. You know, you're just so happy whenever you get attention from him 10%, 20% of the time. It needs to be 100% of the time. Exactly like this self-love within you, my dear. And Libra, if you cannot balance your emotions on the inside, you're not going to be able to balance it with someone else. You have to be able to balance your emotions first on the inside with yourself, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, every single thing about it, as within, so without. That way you are able to resonate physiologically inside your heart space to be able to match your Emperor at 1411, and Yehovah will bring you both back together, because you both can resonate and you'll be able to fuse as the one soul that we always are as a twin flame. You know, twin flames, there's one soul trafficked and trapped into two flesh test tubes here, under two free wills, under one God. So it's just, you have this whole, your outlook is not right. You're constantly going back towards the mental destruction here because of your twin flame, because you know that this is bound. 1441, 5 and 5. Thank you, Yehovah, 5 and 1 here. Luke 12:49, not peace but division. So here you are. And as long as you are looking at the Emperor and this mental bullcrap, Jehovah says you will not be gaining this Nine of Cups, and you will not be gaining the victory with your Emperor here. So Jehovah, can you clarify the Fool for me here, please? Can you clarify the Fool for me? Thank you. Look at this. Fool is a Nine of Swords. I told you, you have every single time you're going back to this mental crap here. So Libra, look at this sword, okay? You're so upset. You cannot get out of your head. You're sitting on cloud 9. Well, not cloud 9 anymore, but the hopes of what was left there, right? The hopes of it returning. And you're sitting there and you're looking at each reflection, each sword, each time something has just cut you open and shattered you that only you feel. Your twin flame, your soulmate here doesn't feel it, okay? Every single time the sword looks at you, it looks at you right back, and it is a mirror. It is a mirror, and every single time you are consistently looking at your Emperor this way, it's just going to reflect back at you, and it's going to cause you mental strife. And all that you're focusing on right now is how to get through it. How do I get through this, Lord? Please help me. How do I get this victory? Right now, I'm so stuck in this mental illness here. I can't get out of it myself. I can't have my self-worth. I can't have my self-happiness here. You know, and there's this part of you on the screen here that I felt had already done this. Maybe it's this truth, because swords are truth to me. It's the reflection of what has happened and why it hurts. And once you accept it, you're able to take personal accountability, honor your highest self, and move on in God's light. Once you take personal accountability, you're able to have this truth with yourself. And that's where the whole problem is coming from. Your twin flame and your soulmate's not sitting right next to you and wishing this on you. You are creating it on the inside. And therefore, you cannot have this spiritual redirection in your favor if you don't heal. And that's what Jehovah is right now you're not letting him in. Right now you've got all the curtains drawn, no way for any light to get in whatsoever, because you're just sitting depressed at home in your bed. You don't even eat. You're wearing the same t-shirt for 3 days. I'm sure your pits smell, but you kind of enjoy it because you're like, I just need to sit here in my body odor because I'm unworthy. What are you, the Grinch? I hope so, because then your heart will go 3 times bigger here when you're Emperor, and you can work it out. And right now you're just at this stalemate. Right now you're not able to do anything. So let's see what else is here. Jehovah, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Aha, look at you. I told you, Libra. Pew, pew. So Empress is right here. You are the divine counterpart. This is your twin flame. This is who is meant for you. The next step in this is Hierophant. It's spiritual marriage, and you're not going to be able to get there. You're not going to be able to have spiritual marriage in yourself, spiritual marriage in this Emperor, and then spiritual marriage together as one to be able to continue this lover's energy. That's this pre-lover's energy here, where you have to make this decision and you have to make this choice. And right now, 1811, if you're in your pre-lover's energy, you are negative, Empress, okay? You are not who you are destined to be. You know, this Emperor has control of you, but you've allowed it to happen, and now you need to get back into your power. Let things turn around for this butthole's karma, and then he's going to see you in your beauty, and all he's going to have to do left is be forced to heal before he can come back to you. And I'm telling you, you guys are magnets. He will come back to you, and Jehovah will tell him in his blood, in his soul, he will not be able to sleep. He will not be able to eat. He will not be able to get his Empress off of his mind. No matter if you guys are talking or not, he will not be able to stop being called home to you. I promise you. But neither of you are being forced with time to be put into this position to get y'all both into the upright, okay? You have all 4 kings or queens inside of you as the Emperor and the Empress. And right now, you're the Queen of Swords right now, man, because you're not able, in the negative, I would say, you're not able to balance yourself mentally. And it's kind of like emotionally, like, yeah, I know that had all happened. My heart's broken, but right now I feel so bad on myself because I feel like I can't be what I need to be for my Emperor. I feel like I'm not deserving. I feel like I'm not going to be good enough, when really you're not good enough for yourself. And when you start to step into your Empress power here, this Emperor is going to drop his jaw. He's probably going to get a boner, and then he's going to have to sit there and be like, holy crap, what? what is going on with me, you know? And then all of his sin is going to come to the light, and he's going to start changing because you did. And because you did for your highest good, you did it for your healing purposes, okay? This is negative, so I'm going to turn this around. There we go. Okay, so what else is here? Yeah, 8 of Swords in the negative too. Wow. So, okay, let's just steady myself. I've got so much going through me here. Let's just get what this last card is here. What is this? Aha, 9 of Wands. I knew it. Okay, so here's the deal. Look down. Here's the sun, right? And right now, none of this is going to move in your favor until this can happen in the upright here, right? So Jehovah's telling you, okay, if you want victory in all of this, we need to get you and all of this switched around. There needs to be a paradigm shift within you. And I'm telling you, when this happens, when you start to accept Jehovah's sunlight, his government, his energy current running through you and following you through this spiritual ego death, the spiritual awakening that you're being processed for here, really, you're going to be able to move yourself from this version in his eyes, and Jehovah's hand is going to bend you, and it's going to go this way. And then he has this brand new scale, this brand new platter for you. And this 8 of Swords, this interference, is no longer going to be serving you, because you're going to be able to trumpet 2111 and cut it off. You're going to be able to have mental strife here in a good way. Like, I know I said strife, but just hear me out for a second. You're going to have mental strife here in a good way, because you're going to be able to settle it. You're going to be able to finally just open up the drawer, open up the file, go through each envelope, which is going to take this strength here, God's will behind your back here within yourself to get through it. But then once you do, once you have this spiritual strife to be able to get through all of this personal accountability and everything that's gotten you here, this will no longer be an issue. None of this mental illness at all. 8 of Swords. When you have 9 of Swords right here, you're going to be moving backwards. And that's what I see. And it's going to, if you're, right now you're reflecting 9 Swords with 9 Wands. So when are you going to start taking this fierce energy inside of you passionately to start moving backwards and to start clearing out these swords and these reflections? When are you going to start putting your sunglasses on and working through it at 2211 here? Okay. This is great, amazing energy. It's very courageous. You know, Leo's here now, fire. I mean, we have everything here besides cups. However, there's 1 cups with the Empress here. Then that would make 10 cups too. So 10 of cups. So here's the thing is that you can't have, I mean, what am I saying? We have everything here but Pentacles. So right now, there's no time on this. Time is completely stopped until you are able to do this. Now, going back to the cups here. With the Empress has all the queens inside of her, right? Just as much as the Emperor does. So she's always going to have at least 1 more cup when this card comes out, because it's 1 and 1. So you've got 10 cups right here. So don't you think that when, look at, this is how everything's tangled up with you right now. All your swords, okay? Interference, okay? What do you think is going to happen when Jehovah bends this too? He's going to be able to bend this 9 of Cups into you. So you're going to have this self-happiness, and then your cup 1 more is going to overflow with, because you've had a new cup at love, 2311, and it's going to go to 10 cups. And we already saw that on the bottom of the deck earlier, didn't we? You're going to have a victory. I know it, and I feel it, and I'm so proud of you, because this is really hard. I'm sending you so much love and light, and I'll be right over with ice cream. You just let me know what kind you want. Because Libra, this is really, really difficult, but I'm very, very proud of you. And I feel as if you know there's no time here, because you're not able to stop yourself yet. You need to create these boundaries. And I wonder what the secret card is. I'm going to be surprised if no Pentacles come out here at all, because with no boundaries here at all, with no time and place, it doesn't tell me if this will ever stop until you make it stop. You have to, what you will allow to happen will continue. I'm kind of being pulled. Oh my gosh. Ace of Swords here. Yeah. Ace of Swords. You're going to have this brand new sword one more time. This truth, this revelation in your crown chakra right here. That's going to blow it open for you. And everything is going to start working 24/11. Everything is going to start pulling and pushing in the right direction for you. And you're going to be able to settle it, because this strength is here. Let's see what else is here. Oh my gosh, you guys, I told you the Hierophant is here, and this is the Emperor and the Empress make the spiritual marriage, and it's in the negative because Jehovah's hand hasn't bent it in your favor yet, but it will. This is your person. There is victory here. You just have to get well. You have to take it up with the doctor and his nurse practitioner and say, I need to get well. I need to get well. It's going to take time because there's no time here at all. Okay. Hierophant is here as well. Wow, that is just beautiful energy. And now this is also pre-lovers energy as well. Yep, 5 of Swords. So right now you feel defeated and you're not able to move at all, but you will, I promise you, because 5 and 6 of Swords right here with this Ace of Swords, right here, these two is 6 of Swords. And this is rowing away from troubled waters, from troubled emotions. Okay, yep, King of Pentacles. This is your Emperor. This is your Emperor. This is the last, 2511. This is the last king before he's also in his pre-Emperor status. Thank you, Jehovah. Whatever you are going through, he is also going through in separation right now. And I really feel this wholeheartedly because you are here showing up and you're just having a really, really hard time. But he's here as your King of Pentacles, willing to offer you everything. You might be dealing with a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus here. However, Taurus is right here too. So either way, this person really grounds you and they're ready to come in with this stable offer. They're just horribly afraid as well because you're feeling all of this mental confusion on how to get your self-love and happiness back and how to love yourself, Libra. And your Emperor here is thinking, how am I going to get this to work? How am I going to get this to offer? I feel so defeated. How am I going to marry her when I can't even marry myself? And what is it that I'm going to have to do? I'm curious here. Because judgment is here. He's afraid to face his judgment. And either way, it's going to happen for you. And if his judgment is coming in this twin flame relationship, sweetheart, it is also coming for you, divine femme or divine masculine. It is also coming for her. And this is great news. And you're feeling it. This is the push and pull about loving yourself. Focus on loving yourself and filling your own sponge before you take someone else's love, because you're going to be able to decipher this interference and you're going to be able to pick up on your solar plexus chakra if this is what's meant for you or not each time something new happens. And right now, it is not the time to go back to your person yet, but I promise you, he will come calling home to you. I promise. I promise. Yep, look at this 8 of Cups walking away. This Chariot, this is the vehicle that he cannot drive. You know, there is just something going on where he's just so afraid to come up to you and say, I want to talk to you. I want to communicate about walking away. I don't want to walk away. Or this is him saying this and this is you and you're like, I'm ready to walk away right now. I'm facing my judgment. I need the time. But eventually you'll be able to drive up my street again, won't you? Because you know, we'll never forget that I live here, right? What else is here? Let's see. Yeah. Message of Cups, message of love in the negative. He's too afraid to come and talk to you because you are his Queen of Cups right now. I was waiting for the Queen to come out because he's the King of Pentacles. He sees you as his soulmate. All right, let's see what this secret card is, and then we're going to call it a reading, or we're going to see what Jehovah wants to do. We'll see. Like I said, I try to keep them around 30 minutes, but I can't put time on time. And if you need anything else in his moment, I want to give it to you. Are you ready? Are you ready, my dear Libra? Oh man, I needed to take a big deep breath right there. You want to do it with me? Let's do it one more time. Okay. Okay, well, you're your Emperor here. Right now, he is also as the King of Wands in the negative. He is your twin flame out and out. Thank you, Jehovah, for having my back. He is showing up as your King of Pentacles right now after the separation. Before, he was just running loose and having a good time. He just wanted his needs met, but he never forgot you. And this is why he feels pulled. This is why he feels pushed. This is why he's going to be crawling his ass back home to you, because he's going to be doing this. I got to go find her in the middle of the night because I don't forget where she lives. And I got to tell her, here, baby, I got everything to offer you, a Cusco-topia here. Oh my gosh, Jehovah, you are so funny here. Okay, so we're at 28 minutes here. Wow. Oh, gosh, it feels so good when my gut's right. Libra, I'm wishing you so much love and reunion energy. When this is your twin flame, you want nothing more than sacred union, and you can't help but think about all the good times that you've had, all that soul exchange sex that you look forward to forever, because when you spiritually married yourself, you're able to be positive, and everything that was positive between you guys is what's fueling you now to get through this. This is why it's so controlled. And now your Emperor is finally catching up with you. You've been waiting for him to catch up. Mustard. Wounds into light.